How we doing, traders? Welcome to At the Close. Yes, I know I am not Spencer Israel, but I'm Money Mitch, and I'm here at the close. I still got Joe Elconin in the back, so we're gonna get to you and talk about what happened in the market today. You guys do us a favor, smash that thumbs up, and let's get At the Close started.
All right, it is time for pre-market prep at the close.
Three consecutive highs, opened, matched yesterday's low, and then once it took out there, that's all the breakout momentum traders needed.
What's going on out there, Joel? It looks like it was
It's a turnaround Tuesday. What should we call it?
Bounce Back Monday?
What'd you say?
Bounce Back Monday?
How about who's saying? What about the Go-Go's? It's just another Manic Monday. Are you too young for that?
I like that. Just another Manic Monday.
That's what it is. Let's get the S&Ps up here, and wow, I'll give you the breakdown, and then Mitch is gonna sprinkle in some news, and that's why we're off the low. It's the Joe Biden rally. Failed at the open at the pre-market high, which you see a lot, right?
My friend, I don't want to interrupt you, but I need the screens.
Screen.
I
said I was going to share my screens, and I lied. Come on, screen share. Oh, we can put slides up here now? Do we
you see that?
Extra,
we got fancy.
Pay an extra $62.50 for that?
No, I think we're doing too good. So, StreamYard over here getting better.
All right. So we failed at that pre-market high. This is right in this area, and then we just had a beatdown coming. Right, here's your pre-market high. This is where you got, and then it looked okay. We're gonna give it back. We're gonna give it back, and you did get back. You gave back almost 30 handles. Got close to mid-range. That's I would have liked to see in 46.20, and then you turned around 11 o'clock, and hey, how do you know what's going to happen, right? Boom! Give us the news, Mitch. Do you want to share? You want to share your screen on this and show them what we're talking about?
Well, definitely. Let's go ahead. I'll share my screen. I'll try to give you guys.
Or I can bring up my pro, whatever you want to do.
I got it right here. Let me just pull it full screen so that we can see exactly that moment that Joe wants to kind of point out here. We got it pointed out by Biden, really. When this circle right here on the SPY, I'm going to zoom in a little bit here. Around 11:25, that's when Biden started talking. We were in this little chop zone here in the SPY. This is a 5-minute candle. Then Biden started talking, and what does he say is, if people are vaccinated and wear their masks, that there would be no need for lockdowns. And also he said that there would be no new travel restrictions. And as we can tell here, the market reacted really positively on those remarks, really started driving on that. And that's when we really started seeing the up move. Just want to interrupt here because I was going to save this for later, Joel, but Twitter is moving a little bit here. This is one of the biggest movers of the day today. Look at this move, Joel. What did you?
Oh, hold on. Well, we can go. Can we just? I just want to go back to this because I like to people.
Let's go. Let's go back to it.
Yeah, I just want to do that. Twitter.
I just started seeing it moving. It got me excited. A little FOMO action there, Joel.
It's moving down. So I don't know if you're long. I mean, we could get to the Twitter story here in a second, but you keep your Benzinga Pro out, right? And you get your president of the United States speaking, and he started talking about 11:25, right? And he says remarks. You get a detected case, but then he says medical team believes vaccines provide protection. That's kind of good. Won't need shutdown. That was at like 12:10, and we really starting to move off that. And I think the market was just looking for something positive, right? You had this news happen overnight on a Thanksgiving weekend, trying to hurt the U.S. market. You have travel, you have Black Friday. Boom, they hit it. And I mean, that's to me. If you guys see a different catalyst out there, or you thought something else turned around, please share it with me. But that's what I was looking at. And then we made a high at 69.75. I'm never going to forget about Wednesday's close at 46.99 because we got absolutely nothing in there, folks. But I don't know if we're going to hit that today. Crude eroded, lost a $1.30, or it's up $1.40. It was up much higher. Gold faded down 260 at 1785 and a half. Silver faded too. That's under 23, down 26 cents. Bitcoin holding on up 39.30, 58.360. And Ethereum's up 345 at 44.53. So, Mitch, go ahead. Let's go to the Twitter.
All right, all
And
right.
boy, oh boy, what? Oh,
Building
man.
up the FOMO in me over here.
Go ahead. What
I
do you
think
want to
some
do?
people-
You want to try and buy this thing, Mitch? What do you feel you're missing out on? Do you want to get short and ride it into the close? What are you thinking? What are you thinking here?
Well, I think I'm probably feeling the same way people were feeling this morning when they got the news to hit the tape right before the bell that Jack Dorsey was stepping down as the CEO of Twitter in here. And it just started rocketing. Some people were thinking, yes, this is good news for Twitter. They thought Jack hadn't done that well. Of course, he's also CEO of Square. And so Square was reacting positively also. It started becoming this whole like kind of arbitrage event there on what side it was going to go. But as we can see, right at the open, it just tanked right back down.
Do you want me to do my Dennis imitation here?
Yeah,
Folks,
let's
if
see
you
it.
are buying it on that rally in the pre-market, I mean, what fundamentally changes about the company in nanoseconds that Jack Dorsey's out? The guy built the company from nothing. He's the founder. I mean, he's getting out. The reaction to this, we were covering it on Pre-Market Prep Plus. I mean, if you talk about selling your peanuts when the circus is in town, you had a 3-ring circus and it was in for what, 15 minutes? Now you took out some daily highs at 52. You found another one at 53. And then what's it turn? Fundamentally, what does that do for the company that the founder and CEO is now out? The street totally irrational on this one. They just ramped it up. And then the regular session, you couldn't even see that near from the pre-market high. Now it's getting a little bit interesting here because you do have 3-4 lows in the same area. 45.98. That was your low on the 23rd, which was last Tuesday. And today's low is 5.93. I don't know. I mean, if you're taking it here, then you got to risk down to the lower year, and that's at 44.40. I mean, that's just flat out, folks. That's the low for the year. The thing ended 2020, I think, at 55. I don't know why it went to 80, 37. I don't know what people were taking in February. This thing has been in a major downtrend, and then you get news that is asking to snap the downtrend. So I am so glad. I have been holding on to this thing since $17, and I withered before the report, and I said $55 even after the report. Bing, sell out, long-term investment. I wish I would have shorted it. I'm not looking to rebuy it. This stock's in a heap of trouble. That's what I'm looking at for Twitter. That's a long rant there. Sorry, folks, but man, don't get caught up in these kind of. I mean, if you're good. If you're good and you're buying it at 48 and you're selling it at 49, and then you're buying it at 49 and a half and you're selling 50, and you're buying it at 50 and you're selling at 50, if you're good at that thing, to do it. But man, don't fall for these algorithms.
Don't do what I did today, Joel.
What?
I bought it at 49.50 and sold it at 49.
I'm sorry, Mitch. I didn't know you had a losing trade in it. Here I am.
Oh, I like this. This is what it's about, Joel. I mean, this is what it's all about. You can't be mad when you have losers, guys. If you get mad about losers, I mean, it ain't gonna last long in this business.
Yeah, welcome to pre-market prep.
Definitely. But hey, same thing, right? The chart wasn't there. One thing I'm at least happy about is that I had my out, which was 49, and I got out there. Holding on, what would it have been? I would have got stuck in the halt shortly after the halt. Yeah, I could have got a little push up, but right after that, I would not want to be holding it now.
What were you looking at 49?
at 49.50.
Okay.
I looked at that little. It was consolidating there.
Okay.
It had a little sideways
Okay. I
consolidation.
got it. I got it.
So I was looking for it to bounce back up out of the consolidation, and I
Okay.
said, if it broke the consolidation on the downside, we got out, and that's what we did. All
What
right, let's
just I want to know what time frame chart were you looking at on that one?
let's not talk about that, Joel.
Because if it's less than
1 minute,
15
baby.
1 minute,
A
you're lucky I
1 minute,
don't put my
baby.
hands through this screen and wring your neck. Wring your neck. You're
You gotta
lucky.
smash that
You're
thumbs
lucky
up,
you're not
guys.
in the office. I'm going to be in the office on Wednesday. If you were there, bam! Don't use the 1 minute, Mitch. Promise me you'll never use a 1 minute chart again.
You see,
Promise me.
you guys hearing that? You guys hearing that?
Promise me.
I'm gonna have to listen to Joel there. I'm gonna have to listen there. You guys, I'm getting the whip action. So let's go.
All
Let's
right, let's go.
transition
Let's
here
talk about
to tech.
some other.
Let's
Yeah,
go to
try
big
the
tech.
2 minute, but not the 1 minute, says Jack Douglas. Okay, let's go.
Let's go to Tesla here, as big tech actually did bounce a little bit there. One thing that's interesting to me is, for a while there was just the focus was, tech and interest rates, right? And then getting hit down, inflationary environment. Now, COVID came out, stories kind of shifted. I don't know about interest rates next year. I think that's what we're pointing at now, is that some people are getting back into this technology trade. What are you thinking, Joel, here? It's interesting times in determining this technology trade, I think.
I mean, Tesla's a beast, right? So, quiet day. I don't know if there was any news on it. To me, it's still just decided and wants to hold half of this move. I put that 1110 in there. It went to 1100. So, kind of, it's holding to 50%. The longer it holds into this 50% area, the more I think it's got a chance to turn up, maybe go back to the all time high. Trading at the highs of the session, I don't know, important couple days for Tesla because you had the drop, you had the pop, and now indecision time. So it's getting a little bit hard. I would use a lot, like if I was just from the long side and I actually sold stuff besides Twitter, I would say if this lost 1100, I'd be a little bit nervous. It's 32, not nervous, but $32 above that. Then it has a 20 buck drop to 1081, and then the super extra support level. Look at that double bottom at 62 and 62.70. So it's a quiet couple days here for Tesla getting a bounce. What about those other EV plays?
Well,
That
before
like
we
yeah.
get too far away from Tesla here, I want to take a second because this news was already out on the weekend, but it was kind of reiterated today, which was that the Shanghai made 2022 Tesla Model Y is getting a interface upgrade with the AMD Ryzen graphic chip. So
Okay.
that's why you saw a nice reaction also in AMD getting that pop
Wow.
up. So definitely
What
getting
a
that
beast.
lift. I mean, you're talking about two of the major companies, right? Tesla, AMD. So many people are focused on trying to see if Tesla's going to continue their lead. I think this is one way they can continue their lead, right? Work with a competitor that's also a major leader like AMD.
Yeah, I mean, great move, powerful move for AMD here. What we'll do is there's only one level in AMD and one level only. And well, we'll call it two levels because 161.88, that was your all time high in the 22nd. You got the 162.28 today. So 162. Not me, not Mitch, not Spencer Dennis, but someone's working out of a piece here at 162. Well, how much they have, how many days they're going to do it, if they're going to pull the order, we don't know. But what is very impressive here about this move is when it went to 161.88 on the 22nd, it closed at 152.52. Your all-time closing high was made on Thanksgiving Eve day at 157.80. you are improving on that all-time closing high by $4 as we speak. So I still respect the 162 level. If that's your target, take the chips off the table. But my focus for tomorrow will be, along with that number, is where we close today. Spoos are losing a little bit of steam here, so I don't know if that's going to be affecting AMD. I know that has a beta all of its own, but new all-time closing high, AMD.
All right, let's go ahead. Let's transition. Let's take a look at some of these travel stocks. They just failed to
Wait, can we
bounce.
do what
You
was
want
the
to do
one? Let's stay on the electric EVs for a second.
Yeah, we could
What
do.
was the
We
one
got
that popped up today that had the earnings? Was it
GOEV.
LI?
Oh, LI had earnings too, but GOEV also had a good day too. So let's look
Okay.
at LI. LI was the deliveries. So we had better than expected deliveries. We had a good guidance going into it. So a good day. I mean, overall, um, not
Tricky day. Tricky
not
day.
bad.
You
I
took
mean,
out
it's
the
one of those
pre-market
where
high.
you can't go shopping maybe today on this stock, but if you had this stock before, some good strength, right, off the chart.
Yeah, and this one with if I was saying if it gets to the pre-market high, I thought I didn't see much at 36. I did see something at 36.60. So this is a little tougher one. You took out the pre-market high, went to 36, turned around, bearing down on the low of the session, big volume today. To me, that means big sellers. So taking some profits on the delivery numbers. XPEV. Same thing. Fade off those. Fade. Talk about fade. S&P. Do we got any news? Is there anything going on here, Mitch? Is there some selling balances here after a shaky couple
Um,
days? Because
Always
we're
bad luck.
dropping. We're dropping like a rock here.
Yeah.
46.56. We were just comfortably in the 46.60 handle. Must be some selling
Yeah,
balances
there's
here.
744 million to the sell side here.
Yeah, that's not much. So
Not
getting out
much
ahead
though.
of
It's
it.
not in the billions.
Not in the billions. Nope. Okay. All right, Mitch. I'm not gonna steal the thunder anymore. Go ahead. What else? Oh,
No, you're
Myrna
good.
for Jose Sada. Myrna, we gave you. If you
Let's
don't
take a
think
look.
we gave you a good number on this one, then you got to get the wax out of your ears because we talked. Does that mean? Should I not said that? There's something in your
Hey,
ear.
well, some people don't clean their ears, Joel. Don't worry, you're just helping them out.
Okay. Uh, there's a gap. This ain't just the gappiest wild child moving all around, right? Took out the pre-market high. Then we talked about look at three lows in the same area before you fell off the cliff. I mean, how many people were looking to get their money back in 380? You had three lows in the same area, and they were all about 376, 370. The range of the lows was 75.55 to 77.10. Where do you stop today? 76.65. If I've never given you guys anything, I laid that one up to you on the silver platter. I don't know. Triple D, he was looking to, he had an order out there. I don't know if he pulled it, but I sure hope he got that gap fill. Now, who knows what happened tomorrow? Bad news on the variant, then boom, it takes off. But there are a lot of people got their money back today. They run the register, still $10 off the high, so it's not like a total ugly red candle, but definitely had some profit taking. You didn't get to the did you get to the top of yesterday's range? If you're the gap guy, look at that. You missed it by 12 cents. 350, 315. That was your high on Friday. Your low today, 350.27. If you had your 315.15 out there, you got a big ND. Nothing done. YouTube is down. I don't think YouTube's down, man. We're rocking and rolling here. I don't know where you're getting that from.
Yeah, I don't know what that's going on. We should be more than fine. Definitely seems like we're still alive. Simple things. I don't know what's going on with your internet, but let's keep going.
Woo!
Let's take a look
We're
at maybe
tanking here, Mitch. This is like a good old fashioned
every
route.
time I'm on with you, Joel, and at the close, I'm telling you, I might have to start avoiding these days.
Or at least getting short before you come on. I mean,
Right?
let's
At
go here.
least, you know. All right, so
Let's
let's
go here. 5 minute.
Oh man, it's not looking pretty here into the close up. But let's go ahead. Let's take a look at Macy's today, pulling back also. And man, this thing gapped up. Looked like it was roaring, and has just come back here. Last what 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 red days in a row here. What are you thinking here on Macy's?
Well, you got the gap fill and then some. So I don't know. I mean, if you're buying it here at this current level, then you're leaning on 28.80. That was
Mhm.
the low on this day before you shot up. Then you broke out over 32. But the problem with this kind of move now is you know, what do you have? Like this time, you're just ripping the shorts face off. Longs are like dancing in the streets, right? But now, over the last 5 days, oh, I missed the Macy's move. I got to get in at 37. Oh, no, I got to get in at 36. No, I got to get in at 35. No, I got to get in at 34. You got a whole new set of bag holders here. So, what's going to be the catalyst for Macy's to take this back up to 32, 33, 34, 35? I mean, it's going to take a miracle on 34th Street. The
Holidays,
stock's in trouble.
baby. Holidays.
Yeah, I don't know. How much have you bought from Macy's for the holidays?
Not much. Let's just say that.
Florida, calling for a Disney bottom here. Uh,
Disney
I
bottom? The
I
Disney
did
bottom?
watch The Wonderful World of Disney last night. Man, oh man, that was flicking
Ooh,
through the channels.
what's a good catalyst is that the Christmas movies are pretty much all on Disney Plus. Some people might be getting Disney Plus into these holidays.
Right, right. Let's see. New low of the move. Nice reversal. 145. I didn't have anything for you there, folks. I didn't because I had been talking about this 150. And if you were a longer term trade, you could have gotten it a lot better than 150. I could drill down on the dailies or weeklies to see if you had something in that area. But good move, and a nice bounce, a nice interday bounce. So what this does for tomorrow, unless the world completely falls apart, um, you'll be finding buyers ahead of that 145. 44 and a quarter was the actual low, 49.30 high. So it's going to thicken up. The Disney, the House Mouse, you may have a bottom in there. It's going to be getting thickened with bids in tomorrow's session, even if the market does a tankaroo.
Yeah, I like you're starting to see, I don't use RSI too much to tell me, but these bigger stocks, when I see it down like it is right now on the daily RSI, I think it's down to 2.84. You don't see
Due
that
for
very
a
often.
bounce.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so at least you definitely can have that on your side. But we'll look for also catalysts to come in. Of course, when you're looking for those bounces, if you can get a good catalyst, it could really drive that bounce up. We'll see what happens in Disney. Looks like it's 354. Let's go ahead and let's go ahead and I wanted to touch Nvidia. Nvidia also having a good day today. Nice bounce back day in that stock. I think it's one of the stocks that are probably not being watched on right now, even though it's still staying in the trend. I mean,
Yeah, yeah. I just one final thing. Triple D will come on to mine and I'll say, you know what? Maybe it's a low, but he'll want to see a couple days of consolidation down here, right? Get a
yep.
little bit sleepy, and then maybe you can lean on that low. So I don't think it's bolting the 160 tomorrow, but they gave you the bad earnings, they gave you the bad news, and they told you what they wanted to do with the bad news. But let's see if it can hang in there a couple days. NVDA. This thing is it's a beast. Up $19. Everyone needs chips. New all-time high, new all-time closing. No, it's not a new all-time high. I stand corrected here. Let me take a look at this from, what I'll do off this kind of move. I'll say, hey, you got a little bit overdone here, right? Oh, come on, retracement line. That's not what I wanted. Let's see if I can ballpark it. 346. Let's call it 346 to 309. That's not a 40-point move. It's like a 38-point move. 19 and 8 is 27. It's over halfway back of this move, which is a good news. You're going to post an all-time closing high today, I think. The all-time closing high comes in at 326.74. You're way above that. Impressive day, but not as impressive as the AMD.
All right, last one. Let's take a look. Let's take a look at AAL. As we thought, maybe travel stocks
Oh
would suffer.
yeah.
One of the things is when are these airlines? These airlines are starting to look almost as bad as they did in the pandemic. I mean, they're going down there.
I know it. Ahead of the news. Isn't that it? The
Yeah.
ahead of the news. If you were trading this one, you did have long to figure out this puppy wasn't going up because you opened it at 1856. You know how I like my daily highs and lows? 1827, you're high on Friday, got turned back at 1826, and then boom. Not quite the low of the move. That was made on Friday, 1690. I mean, these are just not healthy stocks. They weren't healthy stocks to begin with. But if you feel like you really want to buy this one, what you had, let's just go on over the 2 days. What, a buck 30, 60, 70 cents. That takes you up 17. That takes you 16. Yeah, you're giving back half of that move already. So if you're taking a shot here, you're leaning on the 1690 low. Or you could wait to buy it on strength. That would be to me above 1827.
All right, now the one that's looking the worst to me really is not the airline overall, but Boeing. Look at Boeing's chart. That is not looking good for me. For a second there, I was starting to get a little bit of bullet. I even almost flipped my call. I've been bearish VA for a while. I started seeing a little bit of a trend starting to push back when we went towards that 234, but then we quickly turned around from that level. Now we're under 200. What are you seeing there, Joel?
I have been a perma bear on Boeing for a while. It's just not a good looking stock. Smaller airplanes, you guys are probably sick of me saying this, right? But I mean, it's just I think it's gonna be smaller airplanes, and they better start making some smaller airplanes because I don't think these people are gonna be buying these jumbo airliners. New low of the move, a gap down, tried to recover. If you're looking for a level, and if you choose to be bullish Boeing, which I am not, you got a pair of monthly lows to lean on, and actually that's the low for the year: 191.85 and 192.86. So if you think about what the market has done this year, right? If you think about what the market's done, and this thing is back to a yearly low, why would you want to own it? Like,
Yeah.
why would you want to own this thing? There's so many other things to buy out there than Boeing. Don't like the chart. If you're buying it here, you're risking down to 192.
Yeah, if there's one chart that I've ever seen a head and shoulders on this is when it turned down in 2020. Ugly head and shoulders on that monthly. You can clearly see it. And then now the monthlies to me, this just looks like a dead cat bounce.
Were you listening when we had George Slezak on?
No, I'm just calling it like I see it,
You
Joel.
should.
So
I wonder if Spinner remembers when he came on. Probably he. This was
that was
before
a
Boeing.
decapitation of
He was
Boeing.
he was bearish Boeing, man. It probably went up another 150 points since he called it. But anyways, a fade into the close, folks. Not the close you wanted to see. Giving a lot back. The selling balances are ringing true here. Gonna try and close over 46.50. Just a little bit too. Look at that. We opened the day at 44.75. And look at this, up and down and all around. We're right here, closing right at 44.50. Closing
Yeah.
bell. Good day. I just don't like. I don't like the close here. I don't like the price action on the close. That's it for today, Mitch. Great job, man. You really
Hey.
helped me out today, and we'll be back full crew tomorrow.
Yes, definitely, guys. And before you go, definitely check out, guys, go to premarketprep.com right now. Check out the order execution, professional for trading, intro to professional trading 3. You guys will get Joe Elconin and Dennis Dick. Of course, the one and only Rob Friesen from Stock Odds. Definitely check it out, guys. I'm going to play a little video before we get on out of here. And then after that, this will take you on over to Money Mitch. I got a great interview for you guys on there. We're going to stick around, keep going through the stocks, look for what's hot. And like always, Joe, I'll see you tomorrow on PreMarket Prep.
Great job, Mitch. Thank you.
All right, guys. Guys, be there.
Get ready, PreMarket Prep Plus.
So here it is, Intro to Professional Trading 3.
How to maximize your profits and reduce your slippage. We're going to teach you how to read the consolidated tape and look at the order book.
This is your chance.
We're going to tell you how those off-exchange market makers are making money off your retail orders, and we're going to show you how to level the playing
Order
field.
execution, order flow, and tape reading.
Be there.
You guys think we're fired up on the Pre-Market Prep Show? Then get ready for the event.